Before we begin this episode, I'd like to recognize the Harsh Rules Patreon supporters that help make content like this possible. If you'd like to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/harshrules to learn more. And once again, thank you for your support. Another way you can support the channel is by liking and subscribing. Liking a video helps me understand what content is successful with this audience. As for subscribing, new content appears on this channel first. While you may have found your way here from Board Game Geek or other sites, in the future I'll also be adding more exclusive content that may only be found here. The best way to be informed when I upload new videos is to subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications. Once again, thanks for watching, and now let's get to the video. Welcome back to Harsh Rules. This has been Harsh, and today we're going to take a look at Sekigahara, the Unification of Japan, published by GMT Games and designed by Matthew Calkins. So this is a follow-up from last week's video where I was asking people what games have a low complexity rating on GMT scale, and Gabriel Hardy had responded back and said, check out Sekigahara, it's a level 2 game. And I was like, wow, I actually own that game. It's in shrink wrap on my shelf. I went and got it, and now let's take a look at this game. Basically, the reason I picked this up was I am also working on trying to get the top 10 war games from Board Game Geek to get rules out for them. It's kind of a long-term goal. It's not going to happen immediately, but this is one of them. So let's take a look. So this game takes place during the end of the Warring States period, and it is the battle that would eventually fully unify Japan. Previously, Japan was a collection of warring states with local daimyo that were constantly at war, and a lot of their economy was based on war. So once this final giant battle took place and the country was unified, it became very bureaucratic under the Tokugawa shogunate rule, and basically killed off the warring class and moved Japan closer to what we're familiar with today. So this was the last big glorious battle of samurai, and then after that, modernization became the new focus for Japan. So without going too far into Japanese history, let's take a look at this game. So flipping the game over, you can see this is a 3-inch box, I think they call it. So we have a fully mounted map that we'll find inside. This explains the history of the game, and once again, for kind of a running commentary here, is a main feature is no dice are used. Once again, here is a sales point, like there's no dice, so apparently there's a group of people that are breathing a huge sigh of relief. It has cards that represent loyalty and motivation. And that was one of the interesting things about this battle, is that it was a highly political conflict as far as when Tokugawa took to the field, he didn't know who was going to show up. I mean, there was a lot of people, oh yeah, I'll totally have your back, and then they didn't show, or they did show, or they showed up on the other side. It was a kind of a boiling point politically, and then erupted into this final battle. Allegiance is represented by hand size. Battles are a series of deployments from hidden unit stacks. So, sounds like a lot of neat stuff. What I'm interested in too is this is a complexity level 2 game and a very low solitaire. Like, you just can't do this game solitaire. So that will be interesting to see. So let's open this guy up and take a look. And this is a very waxy box. So let's take that out. So here we have the rules, and Gabriel had mentioned that this rule book's like 10 pages long. So let's take a quick look, and it is much thinner. It's 20 pages, but there's probably 10 pages of actual rules. So let's take a look here. So, we've got blocks. It explains how to. Probably most of these rules are just how to get everything set up as far as preparing, putting stickers on blocks and whatnot. There's Kyoto. I see it here on the map. That was the original capital, or not the original, because Japan has had several capitals. Kyoto is the capital at the time. This is where the heir and the royal family and his supporters, who did not win the battle historically, were at. Of course, both military leaders were claiming they were supporting the emperor's wishes, but yeah, I think they were supporting their own. So, get some stuff of what the game looks like when it's set up. So it's looks like Japanese Jenga or something. It's kind of, I know it's more complicated than that, but it's just the high stacked blocks is kind of funny. Movement phase. So let's see if Gabriel's spot on. He probably is. It probably is about 10 pages. Yep, there it is. He's right. 10 pages. So, yep. Toyotomi Hideori. Yeah, all some of the main characters. They're not characters, but historical figures. So it's not just a very simple wargame. There is quite a bit of history here, and we got some historical notes to back all that up, which is fantastic. I always am supportive of that. If there is a game that you're playing and not everyone is an expert on Japanese history, there's a section you can get yourself familiarized with. Some design notes. I'm going to look forward to reading those. So let's look at the components now. So we have, wow, if I can get it to come out. So some reference card, probably for each player. Here is the stickers. Let's see if we can get this to go in a box. Here are the stickers that go on the blocks. And there are gold blocks and black blocks, which is very cool. So the gold blocks, I always forget his name and I shouldn't, but it's Ishida Mitsunari and Tokugawa Ieyasu. So gold is Ishida and black is Tokugawa. Ground. So this game, for being how simple it is, comes with a fully mounted board, which is very cool, and it's in this plastic. You can see there's like Himeji, a lot of the Kyoto's the capital at the time, Osaka. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take this out because I don't have the widest camera, but it's nice to have a board. Let's put it over here for now. Got some more stickers. And then we have the Tokugawa deck, which is black. And the... Oh, this is different. Oh, here we go. The Ishida deck, which is gold. It says there's a loyalty challenge, so something they must have the cards stacked face to face. Oh, there's the challenge too. So yeah, it's gold. So black and gold. Okay. And this game also comes with 2 draw bags for the blocks. So you put the blocks in here and you're going to draw them out. And that's left with this canyon box. And I'm just wondering, I kind of don't like this, I mean, it kind of sort of keeps it organized, but I don't really like these inserts. But maybe that's just me. Here's all the blocks, and as everyone knows, since I love putting stickers on things, yeah, that's not going to be fun. But that is all the components. It looks real good. If I could see, this is why I don't like it. It's hard to get. Once those are loose, too, unless you get them in a bag, it's going to be kind of a bear. But so let's take a look at some of the cards. Maybe take a look at the board. All right. So let's look at the Tokugawa deck. So these are going to be very similar. So we have these loyalty challenge. So this is the actual card. So the cards are very simple. Fukushima. All the backs are the same. I'm so used to more complex card-driven games where you have so much stuff on the cards, and it's like these are very simple. So it's kind of a nice change. Maeda. Maybe these are the people that are supporting. I thought for a minute there, because some of these names are locations. Interesting. Once I read the rules, all 10 pages of them, that should become clear. So here is the Ishida deck. Yeah, these are the names. Here, let's flip it over. So loyalty, names of folks. This is what this is. These are probably major families. It's been a long time since I've studied Japanese history in detail, so and the tricky part is sometimes these are also prefecture names. So yeah, I remember now. Yeah, Mori. Yep. So these are some of the names. So you probably try to get these guys to support you or something. This is their clan or whatever. Yeah, and once again, really nice cards. No problems. It's a G&T game, so we don't run into component issues usually. And this board, yeah, this is a really nice board. It makes me want to go back and buy some of the mounted boards that GMT buys or sells separately for some of their other war games, because these are so nice. So when you get one from the get-go, so let's see, okay, it's one of these guys. So not a huge board, but pretty good sized and very simple. You know, it's hard to, with this camera setup, it's hard to see everything, but, you know, we'll slide over. You can see that side a little bit more. So yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. You know, I love Japanese history, and my wife is Japanese, and my kids are half and half and bilingual and whatnot. This will be interesting to go through and play and see how that works. So this has been Harsh for Harsh Rules. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like and share with your friends. To be the first notified when the next episode of Harsh Rules becomes available, please hit the bell icon for notifications. And as always, this has been Harsh for Harsh Rules. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.